Hello friends, Jennifer Pearson here, Thistle Gypsy. So in my cleaning up of some areas back here, I came upon my collages, my old collages. Not old, like only like a couple of years ago. I think a couple of years ago I went through a spurt of collaging. Um, and it's been on my mind a little bit too because some of those I think I did at this time of year. I think, or maybe it was in the springtime. Anyway, it was sometime when I was up with my family, and my sister likes to do collage, and so I brought some of my collage supplies to the family gathering, and she and I did some collaging. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show them to people. So at one point on my Facebook, I made at one point in my collage journey, I was thinking that I needed the motivation of doing the collages for someone. And that was kind of going to be my avenue for kind of pushing me to create a habit. Well, that didn't quite work, but I essentially solicited people on my Facebook page and said, hey, would anybody like some collages? And just let me know, and then when I do them, I'll send them to you. You know, it's a total risk, no risk. I mean, no risk because I don't care what you do with them. You can toss them. But risk in the sense that I wasn't promising to do anything. I wasn't taking subject matter, nothing. It's just I will do some collages and then I will send them to you. And you know, it's it's a chance operation, just like you know, pulling from the tarot. Um, or making a grab bag purchase where you can't see everything that's in the bag, kind of a thing. So during that solicitation on Facebook, someone mentioned that they wanted them to use on their altars. So, and she did, in fact, she put, when she got at least, I can't remember one, if it was more than one, when she got them, she did put them in, and she had quite an amazing and elaborate altar area, and she incorporated the collage into that, and then took a picture of it and sent it to me. So that was very sweet of her to do that. But again, so now I've got these collages, and it's like I got nothing to do with them. So I'm putting them out there. I have taken pictures of them for my own archival purposes. But I'm going to show them to you guys, and then if any of you have a desire to have one of these, or 3 of these, or 5 of these, or 10 of these that I'm going to show you, I don't think I have fully 10. Each one has double sides. I do both sides of it. You're welcome to have them. Just I will put my email in the information box below the video, and you can email me and say, Jennifer, I want X. And I'll have to come up with a name for them. I want X collage, or you know, whichever ones you want. And they can be for whatever purpose. I mean, maybe you want them because there's a bunch of different things on each one that you could potentially sketch. So I'll show you the first one I was going to show you is this one. So I mean, maybe if you are an artist, you know, this gives you an opportunity to, you know, sketch this bird, or sketch the prairie dog, or sketch the mountains, or this baby bird, or whatever. So you can, you know, do your own art based on it. And here's the other side of this one, you know, which has monks. It has, I'm not sure what's going on there. He's doing something strange. He's blowing into something. Excuse me. And a woman with cookies. So, and one of the ways that I did some of these, not all of them, you'll see a couple of them are thematic, a few of them are, was that I had randomly put, I just, from the collections that I had, I grabbed, I think, one or two big ones. Then I just grabbed, without looking even at the images, and I just grabbed some medium ones and I grabbed some small ones and I put them in an envelope. And then when it came to that envelope, I would open it up and I would make a collage out of them. So they can be quite random. And they're just, I used a glue stick to glue them on, and some of them, this one isn't too bad, but some of them were still felt a little bit tacky. And when I send them, I'll send them with wax paper between them. But anyway, so that's a little bit about them. And so there's this one I'm going to call the Meadow. So it's the meadow with the baby bird. Let's do the next one. This one was based on textures. So this is almost monochrome, not quite. So it's just based on textures. On that side and on this side, somewhat similar. What happened was we ended up having a lot of scraps, and this was my attempt to make something out of the scraps, kind of in both situations. And so what do we call that? We can just call it scraps or texture. Now on some of them, we haven't come to them yet, I left a little corner, you'll see it in the next one, blank, and then there was some writing. So this we'll call Hammock. The Hammock collage. You've got an angel with babies there, you've got a couple of lovers there, and this is the back side. And there's a bridge, and I think there's somebody rowing under the bridge. A really cool, looks like a coronation image or something there, even though you've got the skull and crossbones, some kids, some sky. Okay, so here's, I think this is probably the best one in terms of, this one does have a theme, it's trees. And as a thematic one, well, there's a tiger one that's really, I liked too. But yeah, a bunch of tree images. And then this is the back, so we'll just call this one trees. And we have a little roadrunner peeking up. We've got some butterflies, terracotta tile roof, and we've got Native Americans and cowboys down here in the Southwest, the American Southwest. So there you go for that one. And this one we'll call the crane. This one's pretty groovy. And so this is one where I wrote up in here, what does it say? Striding into the unknown. So we got a mountain goat charging in, and we got kids playing in mud. And on the other side of that, we have, sometimes we just want to break from being preyed upon. And we have these images. Great works of art. So there we go. That's the crane. Is there one here or two? And these are just on construction paper, so they are not even remotely archival. Now some of these other ones, some of them might be on cardstock, but these ones very obviously are on a colored construction paper. So this one, we'll call it biology. We'll call it biology because I was taking, there's a caterpillar, there's the wonderful bridge and waterfall, we've got a dragonfly, a little toady, tadpoles, and then a little child learning. And I'm not sure if those are beavers or not, but and then it says shelter learning discovery. And I would not be the least offended if somebody decided to, if they wanted to add to this, you know, cover this up, put some more stuff in here. I don't care. If you want me to send it to you once it's yours, you do whatever you want to it. It says worship and repose are often the same thing. So these are just thoughts that came to me as I, you know, when I finished it and was looking at it. So obviously you have to have a strong stomach where snakes are involved. And there you go. So, this is the last one. So this one we're going to call Big Cats. Whoops, I got them upside down. Big Cats. So you've got, I don't know if it's jaguars maybe, and tigers. And I think that's a saber-toothed tiger jaw. Now there you do have a domesticated cat. And either another jaguar or leopard there. Oops. Oops. There. And then on the back side we have more big cats and little cats. Whoops, these are little cats, but cheetahs. What do we have? Cheetahs, lynx, lions, tigers, domestic kitties, cougars, servals, and maybe an ocelot over here. So yeah, again, check out my address in the description box, information box, whatever you want to call it, below the video. And email me if you are interested in having me send any of those to you. Yeah, some of them I had made for, I don't know, other people I had in mind, but it was years ago. And I don't even know if they'll want them or like them. You know, it was like, what am I thinking? Some of them are people I had given collages to before. Like, if it's not a family member where they're really gonna to get the gesture, it doesn't make a lot of sense. So that's why I'm just sort of offering them here. And some of them were just randomly, you know, doing it for my own entertainment. So if anybody thinks they can use those, or yeah, just let me know. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.